My name is Rusmini binti Isman. My matric number is 261839. The company that we choose is Panasonic Malaysia. Panasonic Corporation, formerly known as the Matsushita Electric Industrial Company Limited, founded by Kanosuke Matsushita in 1918 as a light bulb socket manufacturer. There is a major Japanese multinational industrial company headquartered in Kadoma, Osaka, Japan. Panasonic also have a headquartered in Malaysia, namely as Panasonic Industrial Devices Malaysia Sdn Bhd, based in Shah Alam, Selangor. This is a primer manufacturer of high-quality electronic components such as variable resistors, switches, electrolytic capacitor for local set manufacturer as well as the world market. The vision and mission statement of Panasonic Company is vision, become of the leading players in their business area worldwide and contribute to comfortable living and living the environment by expanding their business field. And then the mission statement is they design, manufacture, and market innovative products and human-oriented life services which with enhanced comfort, safety, and energy efficiency toward market by considering the satisfaction of their stakeholder. Okay, the company also have their principles. There are 7 principles included in this company. First is fairness and honesty. Second one is gratitude, cooperation and team spirit, cooperation, courtesy and humility, undying effort for improvement and contribution to society, and the last one is adaptability. The discussion part, we will discuss it with HR manager from Panasonic Company, and he answered the question about challenges and issues that faced by HR manager despite the COVID-19 pandemic. The first challenge is about strict SOP. Okay, the employee or the management team have to ensure that the employees follow the SOP while they're working. The first is ensure to encourage them to wearing a mask and then sanitize their hand, make sure to check their temperature, and then the last one is about do not allow the employee sit or stay in a crowded group, 5 until 10 people in group. And then the second one is time management. Okay, the HR manager need to change working hours and working hours to their employees and their break time as well. For example, like the employee need to come early at the factory around 6:45 a.m. and then back to home like 5 p.m. because they want to avoid from a long queue to have to check their temperature and to start the operation late. The third one is about the HR manager need to do a distancing point. Distancing points refer to a place that have to make sure their workers are do a distance point with their colleges. It's like a distancing point which is to make marking for places that require workers to maintain distance, such as corridor area, local area, canteen, ground floor. The third of challenges and issue that faced by HR manager in Panasonic Company is to maintain the employees' work performance. The percentage of work performance in of workers who have to work at home is decreased slightly at the end of 2019 compared to workers who working in factories. This is because the major reason of their less work performance is because they have many distraction while working at home. For example, they have to take care of their children, have to clean their house, and then they do not have much focus to do the duties or the job that given by their employer. The last challenge and issue that faced by HR manager is internet connection. Internet connection is very low, depends on the different area that the workers sit, the workers stay. Low internet connection causes a lot of miscommunication while the workers working at home. When this happen, when the miscommunication happen, the workers cannot perform their job very well. Okay, next is the effect. What is the effect of COVID-19 on staffing practices in quantity and quality of employees? Okay, 50 until 60% employees in Panasonic company are working at home, and for example, like such as officer members, store management, purchasing, and sales. And then 40% of the workers is working at factory as usual, such as supervisor, technician, subordinate, and training technicians. Okay. The level of employee from college student is such as Polisas, Polytech, PKB, UITM, Uniting is higher. So we can say here the quantity of the employee for the staffing practices is higher at the at the Panasonic company, because Panasonic company is encourage the employment or the new employee in their company despite the pandemic COVID-19. The recruitment practices that performed by the management in this challenging situation there are four. One is personality inventory. The second one is the foreign language test. Foreign language tests such as English language, Mandarin language, and Japanese language. Professional aptitude test, and the last one is competence based on the interview. Okay, the method used by the Panasonic company is internal and external recruitment for the selection process of potential employees. And then for the internal recruitment, they use internal advertisement such as email, newsletter and forms. And then internal employee relations, retired employees for temporary to permanent or contract position, and present employee which contract to permanent position. To make the decision on the selection of internal or external future employees is cognitive skill test, cognitive capacity test, and the last one is personality test. And the roles or responsibility of the HR professional for this challenging situation like pandemic COVID-19 is to provide a management guidance about what kinds of worker is required to employ to operate the company efficiently. So this is the roles or responsibility of the HR professional.
Good day, doctor. My name is Lingeshwari. My matric number is 267734. Today I'm going to present about the job analysis of sales executive with job description and job specification. So let's look into the first part, which is job description. The first point, the sales executive must have the responsibility, which is the promote of existing and new products to the global base. So here can the sales executive reach the sales target of the company, and there is also they can promote existing and new products to the global place to attract new customers. The second responsibility of sales executive is They must prepare the monthly order forecast and analyze the demand versus supply. So here they can reduce the risk and more effectively in the decision of financial in the company. And there is also this is helpful for the sales executive to determine the financial position. The third point, a sales executive must coordinate and collaborate with the overseas or local workplace. So here they can get a new idea to implement on the existing or new products. And also a sales executive can gather the global information like a market price, stock price or any industrial trends. And also they can maintain a good relationship with the customers which is in the local or in the overseas. The next is a sales executive must work with the internal departments to ensure timely delivery. Like search in, they have to prepare the quotations on time or in order. And also they have to fulfill the problems are facing by the customers like they have any inquiries or any technical issues facing by the customers. A sales executive are must responsible for that. And also one of the job responsibility of a sales executive is maintaining professional and technical knowledge. These are can maintain by the attending a workshop or reviewing professional publications. So it is helpful for the sales executive to reach the sales target of the company easily and also can work more effectively in making the decisions. Next, we look into the second part of the job analysis, which is job specification. The job specification for the sales executive position, the candidate must possess at least a bachelor degree in any fields. So here, the position is more related to the sales. So the candidates must have bachelor degree in sales industry, sales marketing, or any business sector. And there is also the Japanese is the added advantage for them. If they have any knowledge in the Japanese, so they can get higher salary paid. The third point is possess good communication. This is helpful for the communication with the customers. So if sales executive possess a good communications in English and Malay language, so they can easily communicate with the customers. And also for this position, a sales executive must require a specific skills like a numeric sales, IT skills or any other related to this sales. A sales executive must be willing to travel in the local or overseas. This opportunity is given by the company to the sales executive to deal with the sales matters, business matters with the customers. And also a sales executive must knowledge or experience in the Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word or my PowerPoint presentation. So this is helpful for the sales executive to conduct a sales work or any business work related to the sales executive position. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Basirah binti Bistaman, metric number 272474. I will explain about the method of advertisement. Based on the job advertisement that we design, we have chosen two methods of communication to be applied in the advertisement, which are first, targeted information, and the second is employment brand. We use targeted information in the advertisement because we are focusing on attracting the targeted group of people. In achieving this goal, we specifically mention in the job highlight the required skills for sales executive position that we expect from the applicants, which are excellent interpersonal skills, numerical skills, IT skills, commercial awareness skill, excellent delegative skills, meeting sales goals, and also multilingual. To be added, we explain detail in the job description and also job specification on what we expect the applicants to do and what they need to have in order to apply to the job. The information that is being stated in the job highlight on the skill required, the job description and the job specification have best described the applicants we are looking for. So it is important to let the applicant know what kind of person we are looking for, with specific cases and responsibilities, so that the company will get the applicants who suit the job position and avoid any non-potential applicants. Aside from that, we also implement employment brand method of communication message in the advertisement. In the advertisement, we provide interesting information and description of the job, where this is an appealing factor for the applicants to apply for the job. The brand name of Panasonic is already a big name which known by all Malaysians, so this factor is a big contributor of attracting the applicants to apply for the vacancy. In addition, at the job highlight, we also include the company benefits and value offered of by the company in the advertisement, such as outstanding career development, possibilities of remuneration and benefits, dental, education support, miscellaneous allowance. Hence, this is essentially will bring positive view to the organization, and also attract the applicant's interest to apply for the job.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. My name is Situ Maryamiti Majukri. My matric number is 2711140. So, I the presenter, the next presenter, I would like to present of my part of that two selection of that our group choose, which is both internal and external recruitment. As we can see, both of the head of them has their own benefit. So, firstly, when it come about the internal recruitment, it's actually as process of we are identifying and attracting the current employees for the open job. So by meaning that this is actually the process of we are filling the vacancy within a business from its existing workforce. So furthermore, because of the internal recruitment, it is known as the cost effectiveness, which is a good for the saving money and time. We will actually give more benefit for employer in selecting candidate for in some job in the position. Then, meanwhile, for the external selection, which one of the more practically important, and it is a heavy research area of the staffing. So, the external is more to refer to the assessment and the evaluation of external job applicant. What we can get from these two selection process. So from the both side, we finally has chosen the tool of external recruitment. Um, external recruitment because of the benefit that to be able to give better chance of selecting the more experienced and skilled employers. So this is actually more relevant to ensure person to job fit in and person organization. So in external recruitment is also giving the process of the contrary that we ensure that selecting those candidate who are more experience, highly skilled, and that the employers or the HR department manager can feel that the person is fit for the position to fulfill all the criteria that they we need in that position. So therefore, why we choose the external recruitment, why it look relevant, because of the external recruitment is actually can give you access to give you innovative idea from the outside of organization. Person who fit in the person organization fit is one important thing when doing the selection process, where the candidate has been able to fulfill job description requirement. So by this will give a good impact to produce more employees in a good productivity and be able to fulfill the criteria person organization fit by using that this tool external recruitment. So for the example, external recruitment of the term is just as the interview, especially is actually give more better chance to manager for choosing or hiring the candidate and hiring the good quality staff rather than internal terms. This is because of what? Because of the when the interview session was conducted. So manager can try the ability of candidate, can test their thinking or can test their IQ to fulfill the criteria person job field of the in the organization. So, as the for the conclusion that we can conclude in this study about the designing recruitment and selecting the good process for a job is one of the important element in recruitment employees into the organization. So, for our selected job is sales executive, which is a function to give responsibility in doing promotion of the product and give service to people. Moreover, in this specific occasion job for sales executive, if first they need be able in right good communication and customer service customer service abilities. And the second is they need must be able in knowledge and experience in Microsoft because Microsoft Word or Microsoft Excel because this what we call this skill is very important and will give your advantage to the candidate who want to apply for this position. So he have a more better chance if he has this skill, this requirement. So to then we are moving to our method that we use is firstly we about the targeted for information, which is we are just focus only to attracting the target third group of people. Why we choose this because this is important because by this method we can achieve our goal by we detail in the job description and specification for the applicant to take note and be alert with that information. And then this for sure for what the criteria where that in some organization needed in more specific way. Then about the second method, the employer which is the employment brands, which is provide an interesting info to give attracting to applicant to choice work in the organization. And then why for the selection process, neither the external recruitment and internal recruitment for our group choose the relevant chosen tool of external recruitment because we all think that external recruitment is very relevant to ensure person job fit and person organization fit. Because of what? Because of its own benefit that will give a manager or the HR more better chance for choosing who's can fit the criteria needed. So, as we know that recruitment and selection process in organization is a important in order to attract an effective in workforce to fulfill the requirement of a job and ensure that organization will continue maintain for its commitment. So that's all for us. Thank you.